take me through this pedal board. What you got going on there?
So we got the Peterson tuner that is going into the Arbuckle Tremolo by Greer. I don't know what he put in that pedal, but I tend to sometimes just leave it on with a very subtle tremolo, and almost reacts as a compression pedal. Like
really?
Yeah.
And what's it called? The what? It's the Greer amp?
The Arbuckle Trem.
Huh.
So let me just demonstrate this.
Yeah.
Oh, where's my slide? There's a pretty vast difference.
Yeah.
It just makes everything a little bit beefier.
Yeah.
And you almost don't notice the tremolo effect.
Yeah, the tremolo is so subtle, but you did hear that kind of just boost.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
And then that goes into a Spencer Ross, a dear friend of mine who builds pedals for, I think he's done a bunch of stuff for Luther Dickinson.
Okay.
And I don't think he even has a company. He may have, but he's kind enough to just send me this kind of stuff. This was supposed to be a clean boost, but it actually, what I use it for is it's kind of almost in between of a fuzz and an overdrive.
Yeah.
And I've never really, I don't even know what to compare it to, but I'm hoping that he's making me a spare right now.
Yeah.
Because if something to happen to this, I don't really know where to get one.
Yeah, right. That's great.
And that goes into this MXR booster, which goes into the T-Rex replica, and that's where the signal splits, because it has a direct output, which allows me to basically split the amps into two, and then I have the Octavia and this digital Univibe, which are going into, so to speak, dry amp.
Okay.
Which would it gives me I had this a couple of weeks ago earlier in the chain, and the effect was just so strong, which that's also a Spencer Ross pedal right there, a germanium Octavia, but through two different amps.
Oh, that's great.
And what else? Oh, then the Echoplex little slapback, which I almost have on all the time.
Yeah, that's pretty addictive. You know.
I know.
Yeah.
But then again, like I've heard the board recordings, and Chris, our sound guy, does a fantastic job, and I've heard it back. It doesn't sound really wet at all. So.
Go, man. Your sound check sounded amazing.
And last but not least, the True Spring reverb, which I honestly don't even use that much. Maybe in a couple of ballads I added just a little bit of more reverb, which I think only I can hear, but I just use it as a splitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because again, it's a stereo in and stereo out.
Yeah.
So all my delays go through one end of it, and then the other chain goes to the other one, which which is basically, it splits from this delay pedal and then meets up in this reverb pedal and then goes to the amplifiers.
That's a really clever way to do it. Yeah. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, simple enough.
Yeah. And Pedalboard by West Coast pedals, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, well, let's talk about your steel rig.
Do we have to?